Hello my loves and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mahsa and we have a very different setup today because I've been kicked out of my office. Rude, I know, but we share an office and sometimes it just happens. So I'm hoping that the sound's gonna be fine and the lighting's gonna be fine. Basically winging it over here. So if you are new here, then I started doing the 12-week year back in mid-January, I think. And if you don't know, the 12-week year is basically a intensive time period in which you set goals and you achieve those goals. And it's all about getting rid of the annualized thinking and going into periodized thinking. I can never say that word. So basically an entire year becomes 12 weeks. Each week is a month and so on and so forth. If you haven't seen those videos already, I'll link the whole playlist that I've got of my journey so far. I'll link that up above for you. And yeah, we are officially at the end of week 4, which means that we are 1 month into the process. So we're gonna do an update, and as I've mentioned previously, I do the updates every 2 weeks rather than every week because I just think sometimes some of the goals that I've got, they're quite repetitive and it's like same things happening every week. So it's a lot easier and probably more entertaining to do them 2 weeks at a time. If going forward you would like me to do them once a week, then let me know and I'll be more than happy to do that. Okay, so let's start by recapping the last 2 weeks and then I'll do like a 1 month in sort of reflection and whether or not we're actually going to achieve these goals based on where we are a third of the way through, which is a terrifying thought. And then we'll get to setting the tactics and things we need to get done for the next 2 weeks. Okay, so let's start by looking at week 3 and what the goals were and whether or not we actually achieved any of them. So if you saw the last update, then you'll know that I have been quite unwell and that's really impacted the things that I was able to do for the business and for the different goals, which is unfortunate, but also there wasn't anything much I could do about it. So week 3, we put away the amounts of money that we needed to put away, which was amazing. I always do that first thing and then it is done. I managed to get 1 YouTube video up. If I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at my laptop, so sorry about that. So I managed to get 1 YouTube video up, which is great because I've been posting consistently, but I've yet to be able to do the 2 videos per week, which again has been impacted by me being unwell, but hopefully going forward we can rectify that. I didn't post onto Instagram at all, didn't do a reel, didn't do a picture, didn't post onto TikTok at all, never mind twice, and I didn't tidy the website. So what I actually did do was prep for the product launch and I made keyring prototypes. There's one thing on there that majorly impacted everything, and that was the prep for the Valentine's market. I had a Valentine's market coming up. It was like a alternative gothy, fabulously wonderful gothic Valentine's market and I was too ill to go, which I'm devastated by, but there was just no way that I could do it and I'd been working so slowly, like I wouldn't have had enough things. It was just a terrible time all around. So not only does that mean that I ended up getting very little of my weekly tactics done, it also means that I didn't do my market for the quarter, which I had booked in, but we'll get to that in a little bit. So overall, the book says that you need to be hitting 85% of your weekly tactics in order to be on track for achieving your final goals. So for week 3, which is week 2 of February, I've done it all backwards. You'll catch up, it's fine. So for week 3, I've only just worked out the percentage and we accomplished 46.1% of the things that we needed to do. Bearing in mind the book says that you need to be hitting 85% or higher. It's unfortunate. It was very little I could do about it, to be quite honest. So having said that, very excited to take you on to week 4, which is the week that's just finished. And here is everything that we accomplished for week 4. So as you can see, we pretty much managed to tick off almost everything, which I'm so incredibly over the moon, absolutely couldn't be happier. I'm really proud of myself, to be quite honest, because I feel like I'm someone that doesn't hear that often, or I don't say it to myself often either. So I'm really proud of myself for the amount that I actually managed to do. So let's go through it. The money that needs to go to the Help to Buy, to the debt, and the credit cards, that all went and was great. You'll see down at the bottom that I ended up having to add a second credit card. It's a credit card that I don't use very often, and I ended up having to put a few things on there, which most have been returned, but I still need to pay off a little bit on there. So that's been added to the bottom. I also posted one YouTube video. I didn't manage to get a second one up. It was a bit of a hectic kind of week, but hopefully going forward that will be changing. Like I said, at least I've been posting consistently every week since I started, which I think is a huge deal for me because that doesn't necessarily always happen, but I'm so happy that I've been posting consistently, and maybe I'll even get into a routine, who knows. I also managed to post onto Instagram. I did one reel and one picture, and I am so happy about that. I'm absolutely buzzing because that was such a big obstacle for me for some reason. I don't know why, but I get so anxious about posting on social media, which is insane because I'm trying to run a business, so people need to know that I exist. But I did that, and I am so happy that I did. Apply for 2 markets was on there. So I actually did apply for both markets. One is in March, the other one's in May. Haven't heard back from the May one yet, but I did get into the March market, which means that I will still be doing my 1 market for the quarter, which I'm so happy that I get to do because I left applying for it really last minute, and I think they only had 1 or 2 spaces left, and I managed to sneak in, which is so exciting. And it's a market that I absolutely adore, so I will be vlogging it, and it's gonna be so good. So while I was on my social media kick, I also posted to TikTok, which again was so much fun because I think I've only posted onto TikTok a handful of times. And what I posted, which was a really simple video, ended up getting almost 2,000 views, which doesn't sound like a lot for a lot of people on TikTok, but it's the most views anything I've ever posted on my business account has gotten. So I was so proud of myself for that. The video I posted before that had gotten 90 views. So this was substantially more, which I was so proud of. I set a date for the product drop. Honestly, I'm not sure if that's talking about the one that happened last week or the big one that's coming on the 1st of March. Either way, dates were set, products were launched last week, and then our big spring sort of product drop is coming on the 1st of March. Super excited about it. For the drop that I had, I ended up doing all new photography for it. I updated the website banner, and I updated the website and played around with a few things on there, which super excited about. I feel like I'm saying I'm excited and happy a lot in this video, which A, is very unnatural for me, but B, I'm feeling really positive and really good about the direction that the business is going, and I'm just feeling so happy with everything. And I just think it's important to acknowledge when you're doing something well, or when you're doing something that is fulfilling and is actually bringing you joy. I think it's so important to acknowledge that. So very happy with everything that I accomplished last week. So for last week, I've just worked out the percentage, and clearly I am not good at maths, because in my head I was like, oh my god, we're gonna be 90%, we're gonna be over the 85%, and it's gonna be amazing. And we're on 78.5%, which isn't quite the 85% that we need to be at, but it is significantly higher than anything else that we have accomplished so far, which very exciting. Kind of killed it last week, if I do say so myself. So since we are at the 1 month mark, let's have a little chat about whether or not I think I will be achieving these goals. So I'm going to try and stay as optimistic as I possibly can, but also my inner pessimistic realist might poke its head out a little bit. So my first goal was to get monetized or be monetized by the end of this 12-week year, which I think ends mid-April. Am I going to achieve that? I don't know. I think we would need some sort of miracle at this point for me to achieve that. So we are currently, as of the time of filming this, on 723 subscribers. We are averaging about 5 to 10 new subscribers a week, which is so good. Like, I'm so happy with that. However, that isn't going to get us the remaining 275 subscribers that we need by April. So I don't know if we are gonna hit it, but like I said, I am gonna step up my game and we are gonna be posting twice a week. And I still haven't started experimenting with shorts, so I'm gonna try and do that in the upcoming weeks as well. So my next goal was all to do with my business, and it was a very abstract goal of grow the business. And that came in a multitude of different ways that I was going to grow the business. So the first one was social media and posting more to social media. I feel like now that I've sort of overcome the hurdle of posting, that I can keep posting more things and be interacting more on there. So I think we might not necessarily get to where I want to get to, like numbers wise, but I'll be over the moon if I get into a habit of posting regularly and engaging with people and building up a community on social medias. So whether that is Instagram or TikTok or even on YouTube. I also wanted to work on my website sales and basically making more income through the website, and that is going okay, I think. I have had a few from the product drop that I did last week, and I think what is really going to help, because when I look at my website analytics, most of the people visiting my website are not from the UK, which is the only place I ship to currently. They're all from outside the UK, so whether that's in Europe and like Netherlands and places like that, or the US. I get so many people coming to my website from the US. So if you are from the US, like, hi, hello, welcome, like, thanks for being here. But the exciting thing is that I've made the decision, and as of the 1st of March, I will be offering international shipping. So it's going to go hand in hand with the big product launch, and I'm so excited and terrified, to be quite honest with you, like absolutely terrified. But I'm hoping that that can then help boost the sales for the website as well. So currently, if we go at the same trajectory that website sales have been going at, we're not going to hit the number that I initially wanted to. But even if we get it to a place where I'm getting like a handful of sales every week, I'll be so happy, because currently I don't even have that. And we have obviously booked in for the market, which I just need to make a bunch of stuff for, and usually do quite well at the market, but I want to make sure I advertise loads and get a bigger variety of products so that people that have seen me at markets before have more variety and they just don't think that it's the same things being recycled over and over again. And the last goal that I had was just money, and it was the saving different amounts, paying off debt, paying off credit cards, and doing all that, not necessarily fun stuff. So I have been doing that every week, and I'm so happy, and it's coming along slowly but surely. We're getting there. I wish I hadn't had to dip into that second credit card, but honestly, it's okay. Like, I will just deal with it, and hopefully after the market I will have a big lump of cash so that I can just pay off that credit card all in one, so I don't have to worry about it, because that one actually has interest, So what I might do is pay more towards it per week so I can get it paid off sooner, so that I don't have to necessarily worry about the interest coming onto it. Okay, so I feel like I've been talking for a really long time now, so I'm just gonna quickly do the things that I need to get done for next week and go through the tactics and all of that fun stuff. So like always, we have the same things that I need to get done every week. So paying off the money towards the debt and the credit cards and the Help to Buy, so that's all on there. Posting 2 YouTube videos, and that is on there. So I am going to change this. Instead of having post 1 reel or 1 picture to Instagram, it's just gonna be post twice to Instagram. So 1 post to Moonster, which is just Moonchild by Mahsa Instagram, and then I will just paste that. It just means that I don't have to worry about what I'm posting, and if I want to post 2 reels in the same week, then I'm giving myself permission to do that. So I also have the credit cards, the second one on there, which hopefully won't be on there much longer, depending on when all the refunds are going back onto it. I need to post to TikTok, and we will have that on twice. I don't know if I need to condense all of these, because it's actually the things that are needing to happen every week are taking up so much room, and I don't want to have more things on there than like 14. I feel like that's quite a lot of things. Anyway, so we are going to prep for the product launch. Can't spell. Product drop. Yeah, so I need to prep for the product drop. I still need to design some of the things, and obviously we need to start making everything, because I don't do made to order, so everything has to be made, and then if it sells out, then for the next drop I'll do more of it, if it sells out. Big if. I also need to prep for the market that I'm doing in March. I need to look into and finalize international shipping. Again, terrifying, but also so exciting. And the thought of my little moonlings going across the world to bring someone joy is just, it's a little bit overwhelming, to be honest. But yeah, I'm absolutely overjoyed at that prospect. And I think that's going to be everything for next week. If I think of one last thing to add, then I will. But because prep for product drop and prep for the market, they're just such big umbrella tasks. Like, that's going to be finish designing and finish making and do the glazing and the testing and everything, then I think that is pretty much good to go for now. So that is it for this one. I'm trying to stay optimistic about actually achieving these goals, although I think I may have been a little bit too ambitious with them to begin with, but I don't want to put that energy out into the universe. I'm just going to try my hardest and get as close as I can to them. And we still have 8 weeks to go, so we still have 2 solid months. And you never know what's going to happen, and my business might pop off, or it might go viral on TikTok. Who knows? I'm just going to do the best that I can and try and bring as much joy to other people's lives as I can in the process. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a big ol' thumbs up. In the comments below, let me know how you're getting on with your goals or New Year's resolutions. Did you set any, or did you just say, absolutely not, why bother? And if you would like to support me and my channel and help me try and get monetized, then do hit the subscribe button. I post videos every week, and going forward that should be moving to twice a week. So thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you next time for another one. Bye!